Here's another wonderful thing, Randy. You probably are aware that our national debt crossed over 35 trillion.
Yeah.
Don't know how good this is, but over the last 5 years, it's grown almost 60%. It does make me wonder where the limit is,
Well,
right?
we know Japan's national debt is 3 times their GDP, and they're still in business, even if sinking as an economy. So we've tested that in a Western democracy. They've managed to go to 300 times. So some people say, well, see, there's proof that it's not the end of the world. And other people wonder, though, with Japan not having any real requirements for their own national security, or that they don't spend very much on their own defense. If they had to spend 3, 4, or 5% on national defense, would that make a difference in this number?
Right. And a lot of their debt is internally financed.
That's true. Yeah.
They don't have to rely on so much of the kindness of strangers that we do.
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting.
I think it's half.
I
think their treasury owns half the debt. Yeah.
Yeah. This cartoon is also a little bit painful. The father saying to his son, "Someday, son, all of this will be yours." Looking into a big hole that says debt.
Rough.
Yeah. So, yeah, as a younger generation that's not going to be so happy about this. And they're voters too.
And people are paying pretty much zero attention to the fact that in 2034, Social Security will go into the red officially, and the law as it stands today means that Social Security payments, outgoing payments, will have to be adjusted to account for that, meaning they'll have to be dropped.
Yep.
And people talk, there's a few senators, few congressmen talking about changes need to be made between now and then. But if you ask the average person on the street, they would not have a clue that 2034 is when this really goes south.
Yeah, well, politicians have learned to avoid the topic because voters don't really want to hear about it.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, it looks like we may have to get to the crisis point before anything's done.
Yeah.
It could have been solved or dealt with a lot easier years ago. And there were even some bipartisan attempts to do so, and they came up with some reasonable plans, but they were ignored.